Hi, what's up, everyone? How are you? So, right now I'm at the beauty supply store, and I just finished recording a bunch of podcasts. So, I hope you're watching, listening to our podcast videos. A lot of content out there. Um, Updates. So, we have done a huge sale on a lot of things that we offer here at Beauty Supply Insider. I just want to kind of get that out of the way, then I can get into the main reason why we're having this live stream today, okay? So, um, first thing is we have a free vendor list book that you can just go download it. You probably will pay $4.99 like handling fee, but then it's free. There's also like a beauty supply business plan template, and then the third thing is we have an inventory, no, sorry, a vendor list that can be purchased that has a lot of the main vendors, and then it has like the smaller vendors and like vendors of products that you've never heard of, like the Bellatique, the pink lemon, the black mink hair, those things that are like hard to find. I found those vendors for you. So if you want to be a store that not only carries regular items but also carries regular beauty supply store items, that's something that you can definitely look into. All right, so that's $297. Another thing, actually, I have a book I'm working on. It's gonna be based off a lot of content that I've offered before. So it's gonna have a lot of like main content that beauty supply store owners need to know. Either if you're an existing beauty supply store or if you're a new beauty supply store, this is like a book that kind of guides you, like literally takes you step by step. If you're trying to open a store, the book will be really good for you. It's not gonna have like a lot of coaching, like when you're working with me, there's a lot of coaching going on, right? It's just gonna be like an overview of if someone is trying to decide to get into the industry. But if you're looking for like more hands-on, more information, then we have other things. For example, if you've already done all the work to open your store, and all what you need is like, what are the inventory that I need to have in my store? Like, what are the products should I buy, or what braiding hair, what companies, where should I get what? Like, if you're just looking for that kind of help, then you can get it away with our inventory list. Just that the inventory list, we normally sell it for over $2,000, but right now it's for $1,000, 100. And then if you're like, you know what, I'm a quick learner, I can just watch videos and understand everything. We have a self-paced course. So we never used to have a self-paced course because we used to do like a live. So we'd have like 10 people, we go through a process together. So we had one that started in September and we just finished it, and two stores have opened. The rest are scheduled like to open like January, February, March is the latest one that will be opening. But because some things happen, let's say they don't get a location right away or funding is delaying and stuff like that. So, but that's the class we just finished. All that content that we normally do in our classes will be condensed down into a self-paced class. So you don't have to be in a hurry. You won't feel sad if other people are moving faster than you. Like, you just go in your own pace, very simple to follow. So that's the class that will be readily available from January 8th. We'll have content dripping out. So we'll have like module 1 with all the classes of module 1 will drip out the first week. Then all the classes for module 2 will drip out the second week. But by week 8, all the content will be available. So if you want to just wait for like the whole thing, that's okay. Some people like the drip method just because it kind of, you get excited. Like, you do a little bit and then you wait for next week, do a little bit instead of feeling overwhelmed. Some people say that if we produce all the content all at once, people feel like, oh my gosh, it's too much work, right? But if we release a little bit, then it's much easier to follow along. Okay. All right. And then we're going to launch again our regular classes that we normally do, the live masterclass, where me and some people in our team get into like a live Zoom and attend a class. This one always goes for 8 weeks as well. But then there's a live teaching element, homeworks, assignments, some gifts to be won and stuff like that. Like, it's usually fun. Okay. All right. And then obviously there's working with me one-on-one. So if you don't want to be in a group setting, you can still work with me on a one-on-one level. All those options are available. What I'm going to do is, as usual, once the live goes live, like once I finish the live and it goes live on YouTube, then we're gonna have the link where you can either send me an email or book a call with anyone in my team, and we can help you out. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way, then we can just get into the live stream. So I see I have some people in here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Just tell me who you are, where you are from, watching from, what states. If you have any questions, anything like that, and we'll just get started. So today's topic is, I wanted to talk about like how many hats does a beauty supply store owner wear? Like, what are the things that you will be doing? Just owning a beauty supply store. Yes, and then what? Like, there's so many things that a beauty supply store owner is gonna be. When I'm not sure if you guys know how I started in this industry. I actually used to make wigs. I still do make wigs actually. Let me show you one. I finished it, and I have one that also I just have two that I was doing. I still do it, but not every time. I don't market that I make wigs. This is like my OG clients, like the ones who started with me like day one know I make wigs, but I don't do it in the beauty supply. Like, it's just gonna be too much work. Yeah, and also special times when I do it is like, if it's a patient maybe who has a small head and they want it like customized, I'll do that. But generally, no, I don't do it. Okay, so are you sure you want to see the wig I made? You guys are funny. Anyway, so we usually have like a monthly subscription, and it comes with like weekly newsletters. So I share weekly newsletters where I give insights and inputs on different vendors. Distracting. All right, maybe should I turn a little bit? Let's see. Yeah, I don't want you to feel like it's distracting. Anyway, so in the monthly newsletter, well, it's not a monthly newsletter, it's a monthly subscription, but has weekly newsletters and two live calls for now, since we just started this like in September as well. So we do two monthly calls. One call is usually me sharing information about the industry, and then the next call is usually live Q&A, where I coach entrepreneurs. They send questions and I help them out with that. So that's like the most affordable way to work with me. But other ways too, I mean, I work with everyone in every budget. So one of the things you guys mentioned in my last video, where I was sharing like just a mindset thing, was um, what books am I reading and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna mention a little bit. I saw something that I thought would be nice to share with other beauty supply store owners, right? So first of all, I got these. Um, it's a little God time for moms, for mothers. So I'm a mom. Today I'm on my mom day. So I have I'm not like daily reader, but I usually just read it every now and then. Like when I remember, I'll probably have like 2 weeks where I'm reading it every day, then life comes in and just, but it's really helpful. It helps me just remember how to run a business, like a mom and pop shop. I mean, it's not gonna sound right, but running a business as a caring person, like not running it like a corporate, like, I'm not gonna say Walmart and Amazon don't care, but like just that personal touch element to the beauty supply. So the reason why some of your clients will be coming to shop with you is that you're giving them advice, you're giving them, there's just that connection, right? I've made so many friends in my store, like very many people. Like even just today when I walked in with one of my favorite clients, and we were just talking, and she was telling me about how, she went on like a work trip and all that. Like, I just interact with all of them. Some of them just come to you because you're nice and fun, and you also give advice on products and stuff like that, right? So anyway, this is one of the books that I'm reading. So this lady is called Florence Scovel Sheen. This is like a really old book. I think it was written like in the early 1930s there, like 1930s. Let me just see if it says, but it's a really really old book. She's Hello, one sec. Is there something I can help you find? Thank you for your patience. This is why I don't like to do live when I'm in the store, because sometimes my employee is, you know, she's with someone else and then someone walked in and she didn't say hi. Like, you have to say hi even when you're talking with someone else. So, you guys, some of you will be running your own stores. People will come in even five or six at the same time. What you want to do is make sure you're saying hi to everyone. So when someone comes in, you're like, hey, is there something I can help you find? How may I help you today? Is there something you're looking for? Like, just say hi and offer help right away. Then the client will say, no, I'm fine. I know what I'm getting. That's okay. Just say, all right, if you have any questions, let me know. Then go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. Like, go back to the very first person you're with and be like, hi, did you find exactly what you're looking for? Do you want me to point you in the right direction? Do you want me to help you pick something out? Like, just offer help and then keep going round and round. So if someone is needing more help, like maybe they're trying a wig, they're like, oh, I want to hear your opinion, something like that. Just say, oh, okay, give them the opinion if it looks good or bad or whatever. Just be honest, right? And then say, give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Let me go see what if they need me. Then excuse yourself, go to someone else, like that. But again, when you start getting that busy, at least hire help. Even if you can hire like maybe like high schoolers or like family, nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever, just get that extra help. Okay. All right. So the reason why I like Florence's work is because she bases it like on Christianity. So I'm a Christian, obviously, and I like when stories are built on Christianity. So this is the one I was reading. Once, yeah. So I was reading this, and one second, the client is walking towards me. Okay. So I'm just gonna be quick. This is called Brick Bricks Without Straws. So it gives a story of where when when the children of Israel were in Egypt, and the Pharaoh took away the straws because they were using the straws to make the bricks. And so when let me see, who is it that went to say Moses was supposed to save the children of Israel from Egypt. So he went to the Pharaoh and said, the Lord would like you to free the slaves, right? And the Pharaoh was pissed off and then took away the straws and still made the children of Israel make the bricks. So it was like really hard to make the bricks for them at that time because they really needed the straw. But a message came from God and says, "Go therefore now and work, for there shall no straw be given to you, yet you shall deliver the number of bricks." So God said, like, it's okay, just go work, and you're gonna make the bricks even without the straw, right? So the straw was something that was supposed to be helpful to make it easier, but they were not gonna have it. And the way she writes it, like, she really relates like to normal life. So let's say even just opening a beauty supply store, like how when you're trying to open and you're like, maybe I'm gonna get this kind of help, maybe the help is too expensive, or maybe even you don't know where to start, right? Like, but if you really want to open your store, you can still do it even without the help that you think. I mean, it's gonna be harder, it's gonna be maybe slower, you might do mistakes here and there, costly mistakes, non-costly mistakes, but still, if you really want to do it, like, you can still do it, right? So I just like how she normally includes the Bible in like whatever life teaching she's teaching. And this is because sometimes, like, I don't know if you like in church, you always feel like sometimes the Bible is read out of context. Like, it doesn't put in context what the Bible is actually saying. Anyway, that's enough for the Bible. So, like I was saying, as a beauty supply store owner, what hats do you wear, right? So think of it this way. First of all, you're gonna be the person that protects your business, right? So you will have to know when is the right time to approach your clients and like when is not the right time. So I had a the reason I'm talking about this is because I had a client. We had a call this morning, and she was telling me that she feels like in her store, like, there's a lot of thieves. So I was like, I get it. Like, beauty supply store, unfortunately, is like that. Like, some pickpocketers. Last time I mentioned that someone was trying to steal a bunch of hair, I showed you. Then that's why she reached out to me. She was like, I really need your help because I don't know how you do it. How do you protect your merchandise? And I was like, first of all, for us, anything expensive, we have it like in the back of a glass shelf. So you want to protect anything that's expensive that a client is going to be tempted to steal. We're not saying clients are thieves. We're just saying if someone had the temptation, like, we're just going to have to limit it, right? So any bundles, human hair bundles, frontals, stuff like that, you want to put it in the back where someone would have to pick it out and like give it to them, okay? And then if it's small things like lashes, sometimes those you can't really protect. I saw my lashes in someone's handbag and she literally said she doesn't have them. Like, it's just so hard, right? And then shampoos, like those small shampoos, like 2.99 shampoos. I was looking at my shelf and I'm like, I only sold two of these, but it looks like four are missing. So like two, I don't know, like, cause we just got them. You remember when I did the unboxing of products? Yeah, and then now like four are missing, but I can only see two have been sold in the system, right? So you're gonna have to pick a battle right now. You're gonna have to decide because any business is going through theft. Target, Walmart, any kind of retail business is going through that. But how are you gonna be protecting your merchandise and also just protecting yourself and your employees? You don't wanna be reaching out to people like your clients and be like, hey, you're a thief. I saw you, whatever. Like, you don't wanna do that because these people could have, you know, knives, whatever. You just don't want to get hurt, right? So in my store, for example, our store policy is if someone is stealing something, if you catch them red-handed, just be like, hey, please don't do that. I can see you. If you see it in their bag or anything like that, just by mistake, be like, hey, you have something in your bag that hasn't been paid for. Do you want to wait until it's paid for and then you can put it in your bag? Or if they come to the counter, you can just add it in there total. So if you're just ringing up items and you see something in their bag, just also add that in. I've done that before, maybe probably 2 times now. And the one of them one time was a guy, so he was like, how come my total is tarara? It was like he only had one item. Oh no, he had like two items that should have been under $10, but he had stolen a brush, so it bumped up the total to like 11 something. And he's like, oh, my total is too high, it's supposed to be less than. I said, I actually also counted the brush in your pocket. And he just had like his face just turned red. So sometimes you can do that, but sometimes just let it go. So we had someone snatch a wig. I think I mentioned this sometime last year. Someone snatched a wig and ran. So when that happened to us, we just like, the employee didn't run after the person. Like if the person's already snatched the wig and left the store, you don't want to be running outside in the parking lot chasing someone. Like, don't do that. It's just not worth it. All right. So another thing that you need to understand as a beauty supply store owner is if you want to say you're the owner or the manager. So there's benefit to saying you're the store owner because, people like when they're interacting with the owner. The downside, though, is that the clients might be asking for a lot of discounts and stuff like that. So are you going to be dealing with that? I mean, you literally have no one else to call. Literally, this is your business. So are you going to give me the discount or not? So for example, for me, when I started out, I said I was the owner, but as it went on, I decided to just say I'm the manager. And technically, I wasn't really like the 100% owner, right? Because there is also someone else in the business. So I was like, I wish to just say I'm the manager, but I can also communicate, like if you need to speak to the owner. And this also sells you. So there's a lot of salespeople who walk around, like they are like selling POS systems, merchant services, internet, phone, gas. Literally, there'll just be people walking in, be like, is the business owner in here? You don't want to be saying yes. Just say no, but I can take a message. Then they'll be like, oh, we just needed to speak with the owner. Just be like, okay, the owner is not here, because they're wasting your time, right? If you need to run business, you don't want to be doing another business in your own business time. Okay, so for me, I don't like that, because if I'm talking with someone else, like like maybe I'm trying to set up my internet during my current office hours. So when when a client comes in, I'm distracted. I'm distracted. I'll reschedule this. Oh, it was you, Beauty. Hi there. I'm sorry I missed my appointment with you this morning. I'll reschedule this up. Yeah, I tried sending you an email. Okay. Yeah, I've mentioned this before. Please try and show up for your appointments. It just, I know sometimes things happen, but yeah, let's just try and be there. Yeah, you can reschedule the meeting. Okay, so like I was saying, you don't want to be conducting business in your actual business hours, because it's just going to distract you. If a client walks in, they need your attention, but you're busy conducting another business. And this also goes in with any other thing. Let's say a vendor might walk in. If it's just a regular vendor or like a new vendor, it's okay for you to talk with them. But if a client walks in, you have to excuse yourself, because a vendor, yes, is there to help, to open accounts with you and everything, but your main priority is your customer. Okay, so what I like to do is, if a vendor comes to my store randomly without telling me, I'll just be like, hi, it's office hours right now. Like, I'm working right now, but I can talk with you. If you don't mind, if a client walks in, I'll have to leave. Okay, you can let them know that. Or if they tell you in advance, some will say like, I will be at your store like maybe 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., whatever, or even 10 a.m. I like to schedule all the appointments with vendors like very early in the morning. So if my store opens at 10, I'll probably plan a meeting with a vendor at like 9:30. So I'll plan a meeting with a vendor at like 9:30, so that it doesn't interact or interfere with my regular day. Another thing that you need to know also as a business owner is like, you're also your tax and accountant, record keeper, maybe record keeping or bookkeeping, right? So you wanna be able to take records, and don't be like people I know. Like this year, like around that tax season time, a lot of you were calling me like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't do any records. I didn't know what I was supposed to keep for my business." I'm like, well, you can go the route of hiring an accountant or a bookkeeper. Hello. Or a bookkeeper. It's gonna maybe be a little bit expensive, but if you're not able to afford that, you can actually get my tax cheat sheet. That one is actually free. It's just you can just click on the link and download it. One sec. Give me one sec. I'll tell you more about it. I'm so sorry. So, remember what I said about having your own, like if you should say you're a beauty supply store owner or manager. So, this is one of my OG clients. She always says that, oh, the owner knows my wig. And she came in, she doesn't know the name of the wig. She's just like, I'm here to just get a replacement of the wig I always buy from you. So that's the wig I showed you. It's called Oprah. It's a really nice, decent wig for like a little bit older clientele, and they can play with it. So she wanted me to s- sit down with her, have her try it, and so, like that's the thing. When you're opening your business, it's all fun and games, but when you're trying to stay away from the business, you have to you have to keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So I was saying if you need the tax checklist, I have that at beautysupplyinsider.com/resources. And then you'll find it there. You can download it so you can prepare for your taxes. Okay? All right. So I'm going to have to end this live right now because I'm still recording some podcasts. So I want you to go listen to the podcast. Okay? And then I'll see you guys next time. The deal is still going on. Don't be left out. Okay? All right. Bye bye.